All right, boys, let's get into it. It's War 10. We're playing UPS. Bands are Sinister, Onslaught, Serpent, Corvus, and Bastion. Only 2 wars left. And we're going to go in with Sorcerer Supreme, Warlock, and Kitty. I brought Kitty for Bullseye. So I have to take this stupid penny again with Sorcerer Supreme, which I didn't want to, but we really needed a counter for this rank 4 Bullseye that we lost to prior, trying to use Kushala. And this fight can be done. I showed you last war, it can be done if you don't mess up. And guess what happens, guys? Guess what happens? So basically, I need her. She needs to be defensive so I can get her shield down by the time I'm in my Nullify Blessing. And if she's not, then I'm going to gain too much power. I'm going to go to a SP3. It's all going to get screwed up. And then it's just a complete shit show. And she's just spamming her heavies. And then she's running into me. And she does that multiple times in this first fight. So look, hey, I got her shield down, but now I am out of my Nullify Blessing. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put her in Glancing, and I can't Nullify. And once she has Glancing up, like she does right now, and she gets her shield back, if I can't Nullify that, then it's impossible to get her shield down. It just takes way too long. It's hard enough to get her shield down with someone that doesn't hit hard, let alone with someone that doesn't hit hard and they have Glancing up. So this fight's off to a horrible start, and she's gonna catch me coming up soon with a backdraft, because right there, yeah, it lags a little bit. She catches me, now I lose half health. I knew right there I was going to be screwed because she's got her power detonation going. And basically I lost. See, and she blocks that, you know. I got her shield down, I guess. She didn't retaliate, or else I would have been dead already. But I need to get my Nullify going, because if I don't, then I don't stand a chance. I already know right now I don't stand a chance, because she's going to have power detonation going. She's going to have her own power detonation going, which is, I think it drained like 70% of my health last fight. And really, it hasn't even kicked on too much this fight. Oh, and look, she auto blocks that, because I tried to get my Nullify up. First one hit, but the second 2 didn't, and of course she takes more of my health. And she keeps on doing that crap. She holds her block, and as soon as I go to dash in, it's like she lets off, and I hit her auto block, and it's just stupid. So I know with what I have left for health, her own power burn, whatever she puts on you, is going to drain me regardless. Which sucks, because I definitely could have taken this fight back. I could have easily finished her off with what I have left for health if that mechanic wasn't going on. You'll see, she's going to keep on draining my health here, and I just don't stand a chance. So yeah, it's, you know, I have really safe counters this fight, and I just don't think Sorcerer Supreme is one of them for her, because I've taken this fight, I've solid it, I don't even know, 8 times already this season, being safe with it, bringing in a different counter. And like I said, I did get the solo on it last war, but I also didn't lose half my health in one backdraft. So yeah, I'm gonna try to drop my heavy here. No, I didn't. So really, I wanted to throw an SP2. I did not want to go to SP3 here, and she was bouncing back and forth with her power drain on me, but I was gaining too much power, so I was going red. And after this, I think it's pretty much gonna be a wrap. She's gonna put her power burn on me, and see, there it is. So that's going to take, I don't know, another good 6% of my health. And another one's going to come up. It's going to take another 6% of my health. And it looks like she hits me at the end here, but I'm just dead, and then she hits me. See, my health is 2%, 1%, dead. So her power detonation got me. Yeah, and we're going to heal all the way back to full. You know, I knew going into that fight that could happen. It's a possibility, you know. I was just hoping it wouldn't, but really, it's without me losing half my health on a backdraft combo, the fight could have gone totally different, and it would have gone totally different. And honestly, I may take it again next war just to prove it different, because I know it can be done. I've already done it. She's playing ball now. See, she was defensive, so by the time I get to my Nullify, I have a bar of power, and she's got her shield down, and I can start nullifying these buffs right off the start. So if it would have gone this way last time, the fight would have been a complete different situation. But of course it didn't. She wanted to sit there and run at me, throw her heavies, and just be stupid. So, well, I'm sure they're going to auto block the last one. You know, it's funny. When I play her not in war, it's like she won't auto block everything. But in war, if she has her shield up, no matter what I throw, she will auto block it every goddamn time. It's just like, you gotta love how war works. And I know I had lag in this fight too. You couldn't really see it in my recording, but I know it was happening. It wasn't too bad, but it was going on. But this fight's gonna go down pretty fast now anyway, so I believe I wrap it up right here. If not, one more special one, it's over. No, she's down right there. So the next... Yes, darling.
I was so gonna yell, but I didn't.
Go ahead, yell away.
What you were doing.
The next fight is Scream, and it's gonna go horrible at the start because I got super lag. You'll see my phone just stop, and then after that, it's not so bad. Like I said, in my recording, it doesn't seem bad, but in fight, when you're in game fight, it's awful. Any little lag is just horrible. You can see it at the start of the screen. It's just pausing, but you'll see I have what seemed like for an eternity when I was in my fight. It seems like 2 seconds here. But I go ham at the start. I get her because I don't want her to hit my block. It's really hard to bait her heavy and counter it. And then she catches me there, and then my phone just pauses, and then I just completely pause again, miss this. I really screwed that intercept up. But I already know I'm not worried about Scream. I know I'm gonna be getting lots of power, and I'm just gonna be throwing lots of SP1s, and there's nothing to worry about. She's not gonna be able to do shit from here on out. So this fight's pretty much already wrapped up. Once I get my first SP1 going on her, it's over. But I've noticed for some reason I cannot counter Scream's heavy. I know it's just a one-hit, short, quick heavy, but I cannot counter it. She gets me every time I try to. She'll block me. But yeah, now I realize the first SP1 evade, I completely forgot what to do. So, sorry, somebody's pulling in my driveway. And then I remembered, yeah, it was the dash back on the third hair hit. So, anyways, right, juke, doop, there. So, yeah, anyways, this fight's going to be wrapped up and nothing to it, easy. It's not really very good placement, in my opinion. I can understand if she gets energized and she goes specials 2 and hits that, you're screwed, but she doesn't. So, and her SP1's very easy to evade. So now we're going to go on to Piggy up here. And I'm going to take the next 2 fights with Warlock and then the one after that with Kitty. So I am going to turn my suicides on. I always use suicides with Kitty because she hits 10 times harder. And I should always use suicides with Warlock because he's just, he's just amazing with suicides. He hits twice as hard. And he's double immune. So what's the point in not having him on? And I think I had a rank 4 pig here the other war, which I used Warlock, and I went good for, semi good for. But this one's gonna go really good. I can always tell on my first heavy, if I take a good chunk off him, it's gonna be a good fight. If I don't crit, it's gonna be a shit fight. Just seems how it works against him. But these next 2 fights, I think I get him down combined in about a minute for 2, what should be tough fights. They go really fast. So, alright, we're going to get the Invo on because in case he does get his energized. He was not running willpower. The rank 4 when I fought him here before was not running willpower. Either was North Star last war. This war, they're both running willpower. And you'll see the difference it makes. When they can't shoot to 2 bars of power, it's crazy. But 46k crit on my first heavy, and I know this fight's gonna go good now. So basically, we can't do the same combo 2 times in a row, or else he's gonna get the energize. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, you just gotta watch out for his evade so he doesn't get poppers on you. And that's pretty much it. But look at his power; it's just going down. He is definitely running willpower. So, and right there, I'm just hitting him one time. I don't want him to evade, hit me, smack me. What I want to do is get to an SP3, burn his power, get some health back myself. That's exactly what I'm going to do right here. I've always liked Piggy's SP3 animation. It's great. So he's going to go down right after this. He's got a super degen Warlock puts on him. And I got my health back, and that was the wrap on that one. That was pretty quick. But this North Star, don't blink or you're going to miss it, because I think I get to an SP2 and it's over. the Warlock crits on like every hit on this, which is crazy because there's protection, one eye open, all that jazz. But Northstar is running willpower here, and he will be getting power drained. So it's not as scary as the last one I fought. And Unduped, I don't even know what his duped ability does, if it helps him out or not. But Warlock's not gonna care at all in this fight. So right there, he kept on trying to double mediums to me, and when I'm trying to bait his heavy, he's just so weird, and it kind of sketches me out. So a lot of times I'll just dash back. So if you didn't know before, what I like to do is I like to counter his SP1 with a heavy to drop that protection. And he's very friendly about it right here, but this fight's gonna be over right here. This is just a very hard-hitting SP2. Look at that, 58, 50 something K crit at the end on his last hit there. So that was about as quick as could be. Now we're gonna get to the rank 4 bullseye. Like I said, we used a Kashala here last war. It's good placement for a bullseye, to be honest. But I've been using Kitty for a long time, and actually haven't got to bring her in for a while, so this is cool. Other than the fact that I died using Lord Supreme on Penny, but it is what it is. I'm gonna blame that on my buddy 228 because he likes to screw me over a lot. So my plan is usually I will let him hit my block 3 times to put 3 paralysis on me, then I'm phasing. I have a certain way I play bullseye, but on this node, you gotta wait 8 seconds for your heal block to fall off, power lock, all that stuff. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm just gonna let him, I'm not gonna let him hit, I'm gonna parry him. I'm gonna parry him 3 times, get my phase going, and then I'm gonna not let those debuffs do anything to me because I'll be phasing. And to be honest, guys, I'm very good at fighting bullseye with Kitty. I've done it a lot of times. So now I'm gonna run in. I'm trying to waste time right here, but I don't want to be getting killed. So I'm gonna back up again, and now I'm just gonna let him hit my phase. And it was close right there, but my eye is always on that. And if I thought it was gonna be any closer, I would have dashed back, made him dash back, and got my phase back again. But once I do this, he's in the Kitty cycle. It's game over. There's nothing he's gonna do. I'm gonna be phasing the rest of this fight, and Kitty with suicides on, you know, once she gets her 20 paralysis, she's gonna hit like a truck. So now I know I'm gonna push him to his SP3. He's gonna pop that. Then I'm gonna be back at my SP3. I also have power backs on, so it makes it even quicker. Yeah, he was actually nice there and hit me a couple times. But no matter what, when he gets to his SP3 and he throws it, it automatically pushes me to an SP3 because my Kitty's SIG 200. So I gain a lot of power while I'm phasing. So what I should have done right there was let him hit my block, get some paralysis on me because this SP3 doesn't hit that hard, but it's safe. It is what it is. The worst case scenario is he throws his SP2, which is what you do not want him to do, because that takes the most time and it screws up more of your phase than his SP1 does. And if he starts playing defensive and drops back like he does right here, he'll drop back like that, and wasting my phase, and then he throws his SP2 and watch my phase timer, it'll go right here. So now I don't have much phase to work with, but worst case scenario, I just drop back, get my phase going again. But he was nice about it, and he kept on doing some combos. Like I said, I played him a million times with her, and I know exactly what to do if I get into a sketch situation. So right here, he's gonna get, I love when he throws his SP1 because he puts a lot of paralysis on me. He's going to get 20 paralysis. I'm going to be over 300 temperature. And for a rank 4 that's got almost 30% health left, this SP3 is going to hit hard. Got the extra 20%, and he is going to be wrapped up right here. And cooked. Cooked. No pun intended, but he got cooked right there. I usually take a screenshot of that because it's just such a cool SP3 way to kill somebody. Last fight, we're gonna go up to the Stanos on the Falter Unstoppable, which I've showed you guys 100 times taking it. It's nothing to it. I'm gonna use Source Supreme, and once I get my slow up, there's nothing he can do in this fight, and that's it. It's such an easy, safe fight. I didn't use too many items this war, other than, you know, having you pump 4 and the 4 and Source Supreme for a stupid fight that I made a stupid mistake in. But whatever, it seems to be the theme. So yeah, we're gonna top her off. This is funny. I actually used level 5 and then level 4. 2 level 4s would have topped me off. Honestly, I didn't even use a single potion, but that's not how I am. I'm always going to heal to full. Just in case, you know, if the one time I don't, something will happen. So look, I used a level 4 at the end there, which was, I need to fill up my level 3s. Level 4 is way overkill. So we're going to reboost again. I've just been using the 12%, so I haven't been using the extra 150s or 200s because I'm out of them. Or I like to save them for the last war. I think I have a couple mystics left, but so yeah, we're going to go in and hear the big truck in the background. Anyways, now that that's gone by, Thanos is so easy for her. So basically, I always start in that blessing. So by the time I get to 1 bar power, I'm in my nullify, which will be right here, and this fight is over. As soon as I put that slow on him, there's nothing he's gonna do. The only threat about him is his unstoppable, and I guess unless you push him to 3 bars of power. But once you get the slow on him, then it's over. So I could probably play this fight with my eyes closed too, to be totally honest. My SP2s weren't critting for shit in this fight though. Like, I wasn't getting any good crits. I mean, it might look good. I don't know if it said 90k or whatever. And it did trigger his protection, but I just wasn't critting that hard. But I don't care. As long as I keep that slow up, I don't care about the rest of the fight. I don't care what goes on because it's safe and I know I'm going to win. So there's a point up here where actually my slow does fall off, and I popped my SP3, and it's a good thing because he would have hit me. But it happened so fast, he probably wouldn't even notice that it was going to happen. So we got to his second protection, and I think this is where my... Yeah, it's right here. This is where my slow fell off, and he's got his unstoppable. You can see when I went to hit him, he didn't budge. But I just popped my SP3. We're just going to reapply my slow, and then I think he's going to go down pretty quick after this. If it was for his protection, you know, he'd probably be down. The SP3 hits really hard, so he's going to push him to his last phase of protection. This, I did pop back right here because I was a little too close, and I didn't know where his projectiles would be. I knew I'd lose a little health, but I didn't really care. So yeah, I'm going to hit him here, pop this SP1, and I think right after this, it's just about game over. Yeah, I think it's going to be game over on this SP1. Look at the lag. Look at the lag. The lag's great in war. I love it. Anyways, Thanos down. That was my war. I hadn't even checked what was going on for deaths in this war before I even started fighting. I assume mine was the only death we had so far because I never looked around the map. So, of course, I go check right after this, and I see we already have 5, and they only have 2, and it's pretty much tied on fights. So now I'm looking around, and I want to find out who's died, what's going on. I don't see me. I see some over there on the other pass. I see mine right there, which really pisses me off. God, I hate dying on my path. Anyways, then I find out where they are, and then I think I checked the total deaths here. But anyways, we were winning, but not really. They were way ahead of us. So anyways, boys, that's going to be War 10 wrapped up. I'm not too sure if we're winning or losing now, but we will see you next war. All right, boys. See ya.